clearing the jungle update. Yeah. This Facebook doesn't do the whole switch the camera angle thing anymore, so I'm trying to show you. Got a little fire going in the background, continuing to clear. And then just opening up this sweet view, providing more area for the horses for feed and the donkey. And today's conversation piece, what are you afraid of? The reason why I want to talk about this is because it directly relates to health. And there seems to be, when I go on social media, a good amount of fear right now. And it's not like one-sided fear. It's like fear all the way around. On one side of the talking points, it is this conversation of, this is it. This is civil war. This is it. This is we're different. You know, your people do riot and burn the streets down. Our people, we praise God. Therefore, good versus evil. And those people aren't wrong, because actually the war of good versus evil has actually been it's been a bit. It's been since like the beginning of time. So they're not wrong. And the idea of the Civil War happening, they're wrong about that either. But I wouldn't say this is the tipping point or the turning point, as this. Gosh, that's a good catchphrase. That's, you know, now quite potent now that Charlie is gone on to heaven. And so, and then we have on the other side of the equation is like the people that are like, people are threatening me because I celebrated the death of somebody, and they should be afraid. I mean, I know what it feels like. And that's a question I'm going to ask you. Is like, have any of you had your life threatened? I have a unique, special experience. I've had my life threatened multiple times, both in my face, in Spanish, in English, during the pandemic, a lot, after the pandemic. And let me tell you, it doesn't feel good. No, it doesn't feel good to have your life threatened. And it doesn't feel good to think that there's a war that's all of a sudden happening. And it doesn't give good feelings. It leads to feelings of fear, right? And in essence, fear is false experiences or false emotions appearing real. Because, like, for example, during the pandemics, like, you're going to kill people. Didn't happen. That was based on fear. And I'm going to kill you for killing people. I never got killed. Here I am. I'm now not dead and continuing to do good things in the world. And which then leads to the explanation of why it feels so real. And then the question of, well, what can you do about it? And so the why does it feel so real is because of what's called the amygdala. It is the reptilian center of our brain. It's the survival part of our brain. It receives the majority of sensory input, that gut feeling of like, oh, this isn't good. And then it assigns emotion to it. And it is very, very strong because there's three things that strengthen the amygdala: synthetic environment, inactivity, and negativity. So if you think about your life as a workout, like, how much of a workout has that part of the brain got? And how strong is it? So then the question isn't a matter of, is this event significant? It's a matter of, does the response make sense? Yes, it's a really big response. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. Those feelings that people had were there before. And again, that just honors where everyone's at in the process. And I want to just take a moment to say that, you know, the people that are like, that's it, shots fired, game on. Like, how dare you? Charlie Kirk's thing he died for was that when people stop talking, bad things happen. Like, how dare you use his death as a reason to then stop talking? Like, come on now. And so they're saying, hey, Rob, the question is, what can you do about it? Well, first of all, we realize that this powerful feelings is energy welled up within the body. It's a neurological response. And so you can either act worldly, which is what everyone's doing right now, teaming up. Remember, it's like just like the pandemic all over again. We got I'm going to stop this unstoppable virus people, and then we have the people that are like, I don't like the government telling me what to do. Let's team up. You can do that. That's the worldly response. Get your people, feel really good about that, feel negative about the other group of people. or dare I say it, and act like, I don't know, somebody else. I don't know, like Jesus did, which Jesus asked questions, healed people, and he served people, and he protected people. So for me, it's kind of one of those things where I feel a strong urge to protect my poor Democrat friends, the very people that shamed me into submission during the pandemic. I feel a strong urge to protect them because I know what it feels like to have your life threatened. And if you don't know what that feels like, then really examine the feelings within your heart and see if that is right to think of somebody else as an enemy. Because Christ said it is, if you feel anger or hate towards anybody, it is the same as killing them. And then if you would like more of a deep dive, like neurological understanding of all this emotional processes that it seems to be so consistent. I mean, come on, like, are we not like over just being manipulated into hating each other yet? Like, is this like really gonna be the thing that's like, this is like, oh, this is new and unique? So if you're ready to be done being manipulated into hating another person, no different than the person that killed Charlie Kirk, then just keep doing what you're doing. But if you'd like to really understand neurologically, like what's going on inside your head and inside your heart, inside your nervous system, and better yet, like actually calibrate it to be able to retrain it instead of fight, flight, freeze, fawn, to be more like Jesus, healing, comment below. I'm condensing down. I'm long-winded, and I realize this because I'm used to teaching doctors long hours of continuing education. And I've condensed down the Stop the Spread of the Walking Dead talk for a half an hour. It's been everything I could do. I've recorded this thing probably 100 times, but I realize that people don't have a lot of time, and they don't understand that the medical and neurological jargon that is nomenclature to doctors. So condense it down. So if you would like to learn how to calibrate your nervous system for more joy, more peace, and purpose, then comment below or send me a message. And as soon as I get it published, again, I'm committed to half an hour. So I'm not quite there yet, but I'm almost there. Send me a message. I'll get you a link for the talk. Or keep being angry and you know, let history repeat itself, because you know we studied in high school. It's like last pandemic, shut everything down, masked everybody up. The people that died. People that didn't die. Everyone was now neurologically wired for the fight or flight response. Roll into World War II, global conflict, hating entire groups of people. The interesting thing is that in Germany, the Jews actually were the people that resisted the mandates because they're like, we follow God's law. They didn't do that this time. They kind of were like, we're going to give vaccines. They're the most vaccinated people there are. I don't blame them. You know, like the last time they stood for God, and the last time they stood for what was good, they got treated like Jesus. And same as Charlie Kirk, same as everybody that is following Jesus' example. So if you're there and you are feeling like, you know, you're kind of on the persecuted side of doing the right thing, good. Let's get you toughened up and bring it on. That's what I say.